Well, the record's called Memento Mori, which is remember mortality, specifically your own mortality and the mortality of everything around you. Everything comes to an end, but in all that, there's still purpose in life. There's meaning in life, and because our time's so short and it comes to an end, we need to take advantage of the time we have now to live the lives that we always dreamed of living. Not in a eat, drink, and be merry and forget about everyone else kind of way, but in a way that really shows love, and really leaving this place better than you came into it.
The phrase Memento Mori comes from the story that in ancient Roman times there was a victorious warrior, often a king or whoever, that would come back from battle, and they would have a big parade for the victor, and behind the victorious warrior or the king, a slave would travel behind him saying the phrase, Memento Mori, remember your mortality, remember your death. Today you're on top, but tomorrow's another day. Your fate is the same as mine. And just kind of in a way to make sure that he was humbled enough to recognize where he came from and who he really is, in the face of all the cheering and the shouting. It can sometimes give you a false understanding of who you are.
The vision we have for this record and the whole look and feel of it, we want it to be timeless, because the theme of Memento Mori is a timeless theme. It's the message of mortality. It's everything comes to an end, and no matter what generation you're from, no matter where you are, who you are, you're going to die. That's something that unites us all is our mortality, and our flaws.
And it's kind of a phrase that we would say over ourselves. We sold 1 million something records last time, and I think that the point is, when we go on stage and people are chanting Flyleaf and people are chanting, it's like a parade. We're like kings in a way, but we are no better than anyone else. We had amazing things happen, and we acknowledge that it was miraculous, but it's not that I don't believe it's because we're any better than anyone. I think that it's just an amazing thing. We acknowledge that. We know that it could all end tomorrow, so the point is to really appreciate every day and everything that comes.
It was a lot different working with Howard on this record, Memento Mori, because I think we had to put the songs together in a shorter amount of time. They were written over a couple years, but we did real strict arrangements, which I guess we came into more experienced and with more of a vision of what Howard might want, or what kind of ends up being after something gets produced. And so it cut out a lot of time for us to go ahead and prepare the songs that way. It just came natural, though. It's not like we tried to piece songs together the way commercially acceptable, but I think it was a lot smoother process working with Howard this time.
For me, I like bands that have something that they believe in, regardless of what it is, and the fact that they believe in something so strongly is very attractive to me.
What about the low res delay? With
I like that delay, but it's really mono.
Well, it's a mono delay. The only thing that's stereo on this is actually when you get a stereo delay.
Oh really? Can you put one delay on one side, another delay on another end?
Can you break up that?
Use a different delay for the other end.
Yeah, use a different delay for the other end.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do that.
So this is just going on one amp right now, or is it going on both?
This is going on both right now.
Yeah, just put that on one and let's put another one on another one.
Let's get this one dialed in first.
But through thick and thin they've gone away and only left that grief. on the island with the daughters of Eve. But through thick and thin they've gone away and only left their grief. Oh, something's missing in me. I ran out of breath.
Keyboard.
I don't know.
Harry?
I was brought in to produce their first album, and I didn't really know anything about the band. Actually, my first contact with them was when I got a call from Lacey, or I called her, and it was definitely a cultural clash because I'm a Jewish, guy from Philadelphia by way of LA, and she's obviously absolutely not Jewish. It wasn't confrontational, but it was very. We agreed to disagree, but we also knew that we really enjoy talking to each other and throwing ideas around and talking about the world and the universe and whether God exists and all that. And I think in some ways, it was a good match for them to have somebody who, believes like I believe to produce them. We agreed to make a record together, and I told her flat out that I was going to, push to make it very commercial and, do my job. And I asked her if she wanted to be a rock star, and then she said no. And I said, too bad, because you're going to be one. So get ready. Anyway, I love working with them. They're definitely I don't know how to put it, they're a feel band. It's all about feel. It's all about the vibe. It's all about, whether it's good for their message or not. There's an inner workings of this band that has to do its thing for the songs to be acceptable.
What the fans can expect for the new record, I mean, new songs, obviously. I think that the sound, we've grown a lot as musicians and songwriters. I think learned a lot about songwriting, a lot about ourselves. We've done a lot of growing up in the past 4 years, and I think a lot of that comes out in our songs. A lot of it's going to come out in what you hear in the lyrics. A lot of real life experiences, a lot of honesty, and a lot of hope.
I think naturally the band is more seasoned, so you have a much tighter sounding band. I think on every instrument they're a lot more, comfortable with their instruments, and I think lyrically, it's going to take no prisoners. This record, it's going to be what they are, with no apologies.
Recording again with Howard Benson, Memento Mori was it was very, very good, I would say. This time we had the advantage of not being so green, not being so just new to being a band in general, and a lot of time passed. About 5 years since the first recording with Howard, and we had familiarity and rapport with Howard and his team, and some of the same issues we had last time we had, but they were just like very shrunken, or just any kind of the red light fright, as you say, when you get freaked out having to record something, kind of like I am right now. But that was not so bad this time, and it was more enjoyable, I would say.
It's like any good producer in a band. You just are gonna lock heads sometimes and lock horns, and we definitely have on this record. Not badly, but in a good way.
The whole team that we worked with last time was great. I think it was really productive, and I think he kind of understood us more this time, and the recording process seemed a lot smoother, and we got everything done quickly whenever we recorded.
To be back in the studio, it feels a lot freer this time, I must say. I don't know, getting back to working with Howard and his team, Mike Plotnikoff, Paul DeCarli, and a couple new additions. It's just been really good. I don't know. I guess that familiarity kind of shaves some of the fear off of, oh crap, this is a big deal, you know. And so it's been good.